become the actual anthem of Wednesdays, this song, right? Whenever you hear it, you know it is a Woman Crush Wednesday. And today, I'm so excited. It's always nice to get a follow-up from a woman crush. She was here about 2-3 years ago where we got to meet her for the first time on this particular platform. So no stranger to the platform, the CEO of AmaZulu FC, a complete trailblazer in every sense of the word, an MBA graduate. She is also the CMO of Zungu Investments and so much more. If you know your football, if you know your powerhouse women in industry, you know this name, Sinenjabulo Zungu-Ntuli. Welcome, Sine.
Thank you, Carol.
It's so good to have you. I mean, we last sat 3 years ago and we chatted about the journey of being at the helm of this football club and the journey it took to get to where you are. And so much has happened over the years, so much growth, so much has happened. How have you been doing?
I've been doing okay. I've been good.
Yeah.
It's been 5 years now.
Is it 5 years?
Yeah, it's been 5 years.
I thought it was 3, so it's been 5 years.
It's been 5 years officially.
Yeah. Wow. And tell me, the journey at the helm of AmaZulu FC, how has it been for you? I mean, when we spoke, it was, you were not new in the role, but it was still something you were finding your feet, let's say that. What has it been like now?
Absolutely. I think when I first came here, I was still finding my feet, still fresh, still new, a newbie, still learning then. I'm still learning.
Yeah.
There's a lot to learn. I think, the industry is also evolving with new technologies and more women coming into the industry.
Yeah.
But it's been a great journey.
Yeah.
Like I say, one is still learning and just trying to improve, not only having an impact in the industry, but improve the club.
Yeah.
As AmaZulu.
Yeah. And I mean, when you think of KZN, AmaZulu is the flagship club. It's the club. When you guys play, everybody's in their green and white. We are ready to go to the stadium. Can you chat to us more about, the impact you're making as a female in this space of AmaZulu?
Don't let other clubs hear you say that.
Yes.
Look, like I said, there's not a lot of women, especially at leadership level, exec level, or decision-making level. So mine really is to ensure that there's more women taking part and participating in the space. Where I have control and where I have impact is my club. And I am making sure that more women are a part of football. And I suppose that in the larger scale is having impact in the footballing industry, where you can say that, more and more women are taking part. And if and when I do decide to leave, I'll want to leave knowing that I had a hand in making sure that more women participate in the space.
And you are very active about having a hand in something. I mean, just recently you went back to your old school, St. Mary's DSG out in Kloof. And there's a whole sporting facility that is now named after you. Talk to me about that. I mean, that is beautiful, that you don't say things, you do things.
Yeah. I was at St. Mary's from primary school, or senior primary, 1999, all the way up to matric. I was actually approached by them. They wanted to partner with me. I don't know what the criteria is, to be honest. But I would imagine that they pick individuals that had an impact whilst they were still students at the school.
Correct.
And obviously look at what they're doing right now and whether that would have a good association with the school or not.
Yeah.
So I was approached by them and I grabbed it with both hands. I agreed. In fact, it's an honor.
Of course.
I couldn't have said no to that.
Yeah.
It's been absolutely incredible. The reception has been amazing. And I think it's really being received for what it really is. Making a mark, making sure that every girl that goes to the school feels a part of the school. And no girl that attends the school, black, white, Indian, coloured, feels excluded. The purpose of that facility is to say, look, whoever you are, if you're in the school, it's also your home. So yeah, it's really amazing.
It's a beautiful one. Now, your journey in leadership it's been amazing, but life happens in your journey in leadership, and you've had to be exceptionally resilient through your journey. I mean, I don't know how comfortable you are to talk about your journey with resilience and overcoming and coming out on top and still finding light in some of the darkest times of your life. And I think for me, that speaks to so many people right now who are going through the hardest parts of life. They never see the light. And I can see you are seeing light. And I would love you to guide us on just how you've been able to navigate, a very dark time in your life to where you are today. And as I said, the floor is yours to share how you feel you'd like to share.
Sure. It hasn't been easy at all. I think I never know how to answer that question because I don't know how I got to where I am right now. I don't know how I got over that dark, if I'm even over it, but I'm here, I'm breathing, I'm alive, and I am moving. I think the one thing that it's almost like it's a decision. You have to decide to wake up. You have to decide to go to work. You have to decide consciously that you have to put in the work until you no longer have to consciously decide.
Yeah.
So when that transition happened, I don't know. But it's been tough. But I think I'm seeing the light now. I'm smiling more. I'm laughing more. I'm getting more comfortable in the situation.
Yeah. Do you mind if I put context for my audience as to what we're talking about? Because I think for some people they won't understand. But the last time you were here, you were preparing to get married.
Yeah.
You were going to walk down the aisle and become a wife, and that journey was awaiting.
Was it 2023 when I was here?
Yes.
Okay.
You were preparing, and you had your beautiful wedding. The pictures were phenomenal. And tragedy struck, and you lost your partner. And since then, we've been obviously watching you grow and find your feet and navigate business and all of that. And it's beautiful how you've put it plain and simple, that every day, you take every day as it comes. You're laughing more, you're smiling more, and you just acknowledge now that you don't know if you're fully at a place where you've accepted or you've moved on or whatever the space may be in. So I appreciate that vulnerability because I think it gives so much perspective to a lot of people who might be walking the exact same journey right now.
Yeah, I think, it's my first time experiencing something like this, so I can only speak from my point of view to say that I don't know if one ever completely gets over the situation, but you just have to learn to live. You have to learn to move on as well. I mean, I'm still young, so I've still got a lot of years ahead of me, hopefully.
Yes.
So you live.
You live.
Whatever that looks like to you.
Whatever that looks like to you. We're going to chat more about the future, projects that are coming up, AmaZulu, what's happening there, and so much more. We're going to get into it. We have the Queen here in the house, CEO of AmaZulu Football Club, the amazing Sinenjabulo Zungu-Ntuli in the house. If you have any questions, by the way, 061-792-9495. We were chatting a little bit about AmaZulu and the journey, and I think obviously having you as a woman in this male-dominated industry is quite something to look at. And by that I mean, if you could give advice to a woman who is stepping into a male-dominated space, what would you say is the one piece of advice you wish someone had taken your hand and said, this is what you need to go into this space?
I think for me, just you must always be willing to learn and be guided. Not because necessarily it's a male-dominated industry, but because maybe it's an industry you're not familiar with, or it's your first time in the industry. So there will definitely be people who know better than you. In fact, associate yourself with people that know better than you.
Yeah.
That's the best way to learn. Even in terms of employment or recruitment, recruit people that are better than you in certain aspects. That will help you a whole lot. You won't know everything. You can be Iron Woman, but
you won't know everything.
You won't know everything. And it's okay.
Yes,
it's okay.
It's okay. You are someone who's very passionate about women, and you've mentioned it as you walked into this interview. It's one of the things you said first as the mic went on. You're passionate about women. You're passionate about youth empowerment, and obviously the school out at St. Mary's is testament to that. We have a snippet of your speech. Okay. And I want you to elaborate at the end of your words here that you spoke at the opening of the facility at St. Mary's.
This building is not just about sports. It's about possibility, about presence, and about progress. It's not an honor to Sinenjabulo Zungu and her family, but a symbol of how far we have come as a people and the community of St. Mary's, and how far we intend to go. This Sinenjabulo Zungu Sports Hub is here for generations to come.
It's here for generations to come. You want to elaborate on that, on what you said?
It's interesting. I think also a little bit heartwarming to listen to it for the first time, actually, since I delivered the speech. A bit of context. When I was at St. Mary's at the time, I think there were probably there were 3 black girls in the whole of primary school.
Wow.
I was the only black girl in my grade for 2 grades.
Sure.
I mean, you can only imagine how overwhelming that is. So all the girls that then came after me, in terms of the environment and how one feels as a black girl, it's slightly different to how girls feel now.
Yes.
And I think, like I said, that sports hub is for everybody. I think it's also quite important for a black girl, though, to say that you also belong here. You're not there by mistake. You're not there by chance, but it's on purpose, by purpose. So you also need to make yourself feel at home and make that mark. And when I say for generations to come, it really is for generations to come. It's a legacy project. And I really hope that it will be received that way and it will stay for years and years to come. And my grandchildren will get to enjoy the facility.
Oh, that is beautiful. Your advice to women and anyone listening, actually, to just be persistent. You have been incredibly resilient. You have led from the front. You are passionate about what you believe in. What are your words of encouragement just to someone listening now who's looking for some sort of wisdom food to eat?
I don't talk a lot, Carol. I don't think I'm a big speaker. The one thing that I can say is, if you can dream it, you can be it. And that's just it. If you can dream it, you can be it. You just need to put in the work.
Put in the work, yes. And your aspirations for the club? What are your dreams for the club for the next 3 to 5 years? Where is AmaZulu in the next 3 to 5?
We speak of Vision 2032.
Okay. Can we get a snippet into your vision?
Vision 2032. We need to be consistently in the top 4. We really genuinely believe. I think the president always speaks about AmaZulu being in the top 4. Sometimes you don't make it in the top 4. But we genuinely believe we're a top 4 team. And by the time 2032 comes, we want to consistently be in the top 4. It mustn't be they might make it. No.
It must be a fact.
They must be in the top 4. We want to participate in CAF more frequently. We need to get a cup or 2 or 3 as well by 2032. I think in terms of the brand is growing. We're not doing too badly with that, but there's still a whole lot more to be done.
I love it. Well, wishing you all the best to top 4 forever for AmaZulu FC. Wishing you all the best. The CEO of AmaZulu Football Club, as well as the Director of Zungu Investments, and of course the IE Business School MBA graduate, the Sinenjabulo Zungu-Ntuli. Thank you so much for coming back and pouring your heart out, being so vulnerable and sharing something that I know you wouldn't have shared, because I know your team was like, whoa, we have certain questions, don't go there. And you were like, you know what, Carol, I trust you, do your thing. So thank you for trusting me and thank you for coming and joining us.
Thank you for having me.
We appreciate it.
Thank you.